Good morning. This Sunday, April 28th, 2024. In Unity in Harlem is an open, inclusive, diverse, welcoming spiritual community. Our mission is seeing each person as a creation of the divine spirit. Through our study of the metaphysical interpretations of the Bible, and our reading of our sacred literature, you are also invited to discover your own divinity. We are here in our newest home, 318 West 139th Street in Harlem, New York City. This is the day that God hath wrought. We do rejoice, sing through song, glad wishes, prayers, tithes, and a message for all who come to hear and participate. Affirmations are part of our spiritual life, and we have included them during our service, where we will together support each other, led by Bob Ponce. Afterwards, we will relax in meditation and hear the morning's theme message led by Reverend Carol Hunt. Unity in Harlem's newest feature, which follows a musical interlude, is called The Minister's Moment. Then we'll be in a prayerful time, followed by the making of donations and paying of our tithes and giving of our offerings, concluding with the spiritual song titled From a Distance, and together again in affirmation with the prayer of protection, and finally gathering in a circle here and virtually, singing in unison the peace song. So now we begin, and we'll listen to Tommie Thompson as he sings our opening celebratory song, Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord. And I will return afterwards, giving our weekly announcements. So thank you, Tommie. And thank you all for coming here and on the internet. We're so glad to see everyone. It's really a pleasure. And here will be Tommie Thompson. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, it is really a pleasure. Thank you so very much. I am so happy and grateful to be here. And as the theme is today, and so I rise. So we shall rise together. Excuse me. We shall rise together. We shall open up today, and so I rise. Wherever you are, if you stand, start shaking it up so that we can together bring in and welcome this new day, this new morning. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. We want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, your heart, our heart. So let's start moving the body. It's the morning time. We want to wake up. Yes. Feel that? Yes. You can clap, it's fine. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see holy, 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 holy. My heart, Lord, open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. Let's get on track. I want to see you. The eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. See you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. We got it, yes. Over out the power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. More than better love, shining in the light of a glory. Lift out the power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Come on. In the light of our glory, forgive me. Oh, about the power of love as we sing, holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. We cry, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. I want to see you. Holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 I want to see you. I want to see you. Yes, yes. I want to see you. I want to see you. Holy, 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 thank you. We want to see you. A little challenge there, but we are all together. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. We're together now in one accord. We want to see, Lord. High and lifted up. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. No weapons against us shall prosper. On one accord, we're holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. We want to see you, Lord. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. And so I rise. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommie. Thank you very, very much. And as promised, I'm here to give the announcements for this week. Unity in Harlem, in community service, conducts meditation at Pillars every Thursday at noon. Call Pillars at 212 222 3470 for the link. Also in community service, Unity in Harlem offers meditation at Morehouse for older adults on Thursdays at 3 p.m. As you've discovered, we are in person, but are also still using our Zoom connection during the week for our activities. In Unity in Harlem Zoom connection, it is 698 428 2725 with the passcode of 777 7777. And for dial-in, it's 929-205-6099 and then 698-428-2725 with the same passcode of 777 7777. Tuesdays, we have study group from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are currently exploring prosperity and you, based on the Charles Fillmore book, Prosperity. Every Friday is Unity in Harlem's prayer circle from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., where release and let go in the comfort of prayer that is offered. Our Unity in Harlem's Facebook page, find and read our unique Gospelgram. We have a phone number for anyone who wishes to speak to the minister about a personal matter. So please feel free to call 646-481-1844. And finally, next week's is May, and the theme will be good, bad, better, best. And the title will be The Good I Do. And now we will have, I have forgotten. Just a minute.
Affirmation.
You know that affirmation I talked about? Well, that's what we're going to do. So we are going to be led by Reverend. I'm giving you a title, Bob.
I don't know what that said.
Oh, okay. By Bob Ponce. And here will be
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
You'll have to please excuse me this morning. I wrote the order of service and I left it on the table. And now we will have a preparation for our meditation, followed by our message from Reverend Carol Hunt. We will have a meditation preparation song by Tommie Thompson, again, Let It Be, a Paul McCartney song. Thank you, Tommie.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. A little shaken up today. It's one of those days because we're claiming that still I rise. Things may come to try to knock you off of that mountain, but we won't have it. As we get ready for meditation, we suggest, if you care to, take everything off your laps. If you're at home, sit comfortably and close your eyes. It's fine to go in. Actually, it's necessary to go in at certain times. So together we shall know the peace that inner voice brings as we go have a talk with our inner self, a talk with God in us. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yes, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, There will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yes, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let go, let God. As you're inside, no matter what, the peace from the rumbling of the noise outside of ourselves, and listen to our own heart. Feel that heartbeat. Breathe in, refresh your spirit. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yes, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yes, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. In peace, in meditation, we welcome Reverend Carol J. Hunt. Ashe.
As we close our eyes, center ourselves in our seat. Allow ourselves to relax. The echo of the words, let it be, flows across the screen of our mind and is felt in our heart. Just let it be. Let whatever the it is be. we connect with our breath as we breathe in and out. We connect with the flow of our breathing as we allow ourselves to be. Be here now. Be in this moment. Simply be. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And let each breath, each inhalation, each exhalation allow you to settle in a little bit more. Let this be moment be yours in your way, as you, in you. I breathe in. I breathe out. I breathe in and I breathe out. As you breathe in and out, you become more centered in the within of you and may discover places that don't feel comfortable. Now is the time to breathe in deeply. Slowly. Slowly to those places. Relax. Peace. Be still. Peace. Let it be. Peace. Be still. Your emotions, your feelings, breathe into them. Exhale. Relax them. Release and let go. Feelings of stress and strain. Feelings of unsolved problems and issues. Breathe into them now. Release and let them go. Relax them. Relax them for the moment. Breathe in deeply. Hold the breath. Hold the breath for 5 and exhale slowly for 7. Begin now. You are quiet and still. You have entered a place of beauty, a place of peace. In this place, you can feel the comfort of simply being who you are, the presence in quiet. Feel the sense of security. Feel being one with all things. In oneness, let all be one in the spirit, one in the Lord. Let it be. There is no judgment. There is no doubt. There is no insecurity. There is only peace, quiet, everlasting peace. Let peace be. Call forth the highest and best to be around you. Let faith come forth, filling your need in this moment. Let love be. Let love come forth. and be centered in harmony and compassion. Release your will and let willingness surround you. You are at peace. Let all things come forth now and let it be. Let it come forth as the highest and best through you as you. You are one. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You feel quiet, still, at the center of silence within you. You are relaxed, open, and receptive. As the divine of you speaks its holy word. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, let go, and be here now. In the consciousness of the Christ. Amen. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Our spiritual family here in the room with me, and a spiritual family that is looking on and listening on with us. It is good to be here. As Annette said, how great it felt to be here. And it is always good to come into a place that is centered in spirit, spoken or not spoken. And so it is good to be here. And I have to say a word of thank you to Annette. We have our bulletins for Sunday now that we've always had. And it's easy to forget that our listening audience that we do not see cannot see everything written on the bullet in the bulletin, and to be reminded of what unity stands for, what our energy is that we put out to the world. In her reading, that's our statement of who we are and who we welcome, is so appreciated. And of course, our community efforts uh, on behalf of the ministry that we are still doing is also appreciated, to let people know that when we depart from one another, the ministry continues, and how important that is. So thank you to Annette. And Tommie, it's wonderful being reminded of the words of music that are is really timeless. The talent of individuals that go back many, many years, and the words that they were in touch with from within themselves, just touches each of us, touches me within myself. And to be reminded of their closeness to who they were, to speak who they really felt themselves to be, shows the oneness in the words that they have left us. And to hear them again, it's, it's more than a pleasure. Maybe you all can think of a word. But joyous is, yeah, gets a little closer. But thank you. Now, that doesn't mean that the composers and singers of today that we hear and listen to in the public square, as well as in the spiritual community, that they too, their words will someday do the same thing to another group of listeners, that their words are timeless as well. Today, we close out our little look at April, being springtime, and think about the intent of April, as we have been talking about, of let it happen, very close to what we sang today, let it be. Let it happen. And in letting something happen, just let it happen. Don't fuss with it. Let it happen. Very hard to do sometimes. Let it happen. Use the skills reflected upon the course of this month and be ready to rise. Rise to what is happening and live at a new level of expression. I always think that the reason for this, whatever time of the year, but with springtime just blossoming all over, is to prepare us, making us feel good, prepare us for meeting the new things that we know will be coming down the road. the new challenges that are on their way. We often hear that we are never given anything that we can't handle. We can be in the middle of it, not believe it, but it's the truth. If it comes and it's there, we can handle it. Make one person and take 2 minutes, another one 5 years, but we can handle it. We are given the tools. And part of those tools in a truth setting like ours are the things that we hear and study to keep us in touch with who we are as truth students and spiritual beings. In truth, we are prepared at all times. We just are not always in touch with it. So here comes spring, giving us another way to be in touch with it. Many of us are familiar with the poem by Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. Now, when I wrote down the theme for April and got to the last Sunday, I just wrote down, and so I rise. She did cross my mind, however, and that was months ago. She did flash across my mind. And I just went on about my business and called it So I Rise. And something said to me, you're going to go and do something with that. But I didn't think much of it at that time because things change. So in the poem, Still I Rise by Maya Angelou, she draws on her life experience and her people's experience, living in a racist society filled with all kinds of obstacles thrown in her way, our way, others' way, and these are the words that I have taken from the poem. I'm not going to read the poem, but obstacles along the way that I know we all can identify with, not just because of us as a people collectively, but it's life. So, thrown in her way, bitter, twisted lies, dragged in the dirt, live like I'm broken, have a bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders drooping, looking weak by crying. How about that for men? Don't cry. That's weakness. Don't cry. Shoot and cut with words and eyes. Try to kill with hatefulness. You may be sitting here saying to yourself, well, you know what? I look out into the universe now and seems like it's still going on in a general sense, not specifically to us as a people or individually. She proclaims through it all, she rises. She rises like air. Rises like air. She rises as though she has oil wells in her backyard. She is sassy. She's haunty. Laughs like she has gold mines stashed somewhere. She has diamonds. She's like the ocean. Leaves behind terror and fear and comes into a daybreak that is clear, filled with gifts from her ancestors. She says she is the dream. She is the hope. She rises. You can say to yourself right now, I am the dream. I am the hope. I rise. The poem is universal. When I got around to revisiting the poem, I realized the importance of the word still. That's what became important to me, the word still. Especially since we know that Maya Angelou was a truth student and Eric Butterworth was her mentor. She did his eulogy, after all, at his memorial. She could have easily used the word again and gotten the same meaning and impact the poem has had since it was published. Yet she chose not again. She chose the word still. She said, still I rise. In thinking about that, I said to myself, she meant more than just another time or just again. She meant much more than that, or at least I am saying she did based on what I know about her. In the world of truth and meditation, the word still has great significance because it's the level of quietness we seek to achieve to hear the still small voice from the depth within us, from the depth of your being, my being. You somehow know spiritually this is the word of the Lord to you when you become still. The Lord within you, as you are certain, you are absolutely sure, there is no doubt. You say to yourself, this is it. Nothing can steer you in another direction. This is it because you heard it from a place within yourself that only you know. We say, be still and know that I am. We actually say that. Be still and know that I am. From Psalm 46. Be still and know that I am God. It is to know that I am. That still point. Never veers left, never veers right. It is still. Maya Angelou is saying, I rise still. In front of all the complications of life, I rise still. Rise still in her own being. She calls us to rise still in our own being, which is to rise peaceful, quiet, tranquil, calm, silent, serene, unbothered, unperturbed. Let it roll off your back. Rise still. You walk into the mess and you're still. You're waiting for the subway, you're still. You go shopping and you're online, you're still. A friend needs to talk to you, you don't have much time, you're still. You practice. Be still and know the I am. Peaceful, quiet, tranquil, calm, silent, serene, unbothered, and unperturbed. Elijah in 1 Kings 19 on the mountain had to come to terms with the spiritual idea of the voice of spirit. And when does one experience it? I'm not going to go through his whole story, but he was running away. He was in a mess. He was told to go out and stand on the mountain. And while standing there, the Lord, stillness, was going to pass by. As a great strong wind came by, Elijah knew God wasn't in the wind. The earthquake came, God was not in the earthquake. As the fire came, God was not in the fire. After all of that, then it says, a still small voice. When he heard it, and when you read the scriptures, the word it is in italics. It's italicized to let you know the importance of it. When he heard it, he covered his face and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. He was on his way out of there. He then heard the voice again saying, "What are you doing out here, Elijah?" Elijah begins to defend himself by saying how much he had done for the Lord because the people of Israel had forsaken God. They had torn down the altars. They had killed all the prophets. And now here he was all by himself because he had heard the stillness, the quiet. He felt he was all by himself. He was alone and they were looking to kill him next. That's why he had run away. He was looking for them to kill him next. He was really feeling sorry for himself. What a contrast this is to Maya Angelou's description of how she emerged from her mountain experience and met her enemy. She met her enemy still. Elijah was ready to throw in the towel. The voice told him to go back. He had to go back. He had to return. And what he had to do? He had to anoint certain people to become king. He had to anoint his own replacement as the next prophet. And to top it off, he was told God had 7,000 other people waiting in Israel in reserve that believed in him and had not bowed down to any idols. A lot Elijah knew, right? When he was ready to go and be done with the whole thing. In the New Testament, the words "be still and know" cannot be found. However, the intent of the words is throughout the teachings of Jesus. Consider the meaning is to offer the means whereby anyone can access this voice, access spirit, access God. It is said the meaning of this "be still" is shut up. Just shut up. This makes sense, don't you think? We teach meditation to bring relaxation to the mind and body. It is the entryway to prayer. To hear the still small voice, we spend a lot of time telling the mind to be quiet. We use nice words. But we want to say, "Oh, just shut up. Just be quiet. Just go off to the side. Leave me alone. Shut up." Much like what Jesus had to say to Peter when the boat they were in was caught in a storm. He was asleep and Peter was so afraid, he woke Jesus up. Jesus was not happy with being awakened and essentially told Peter, "Shut up. Calm down. Jesus taught the disciples how to pray. But whenever you pray, he said, go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who's in secret. And your Father who is in secret will reward you. That's in Matthew. So he is giving instruction onto what to do to shut out the noise. Then the Father will give you the word that you need, the direction you are looking for. The words of this scripture would admonishes us to go into our room and shut the door. Whether you think this is a physical room and door is irrelevant, because you have to quiet your inner self to go to a quiet place. Your mountain within, and leave everything else outside. Listen and pray. This sounds like the call to be still and know. Jesus demonstrated his need to go apart and pray a lot. It was only this practice that allowed him to be still. And what? He rose. He rised. He rised in ways that are beyond our comprehension. But he rose. He rise, not only in the day-to-day of every day and when he spoke, but when others needed to rise, he demonstrated it. And when it was time for him to rise, he rose. He was prepared for every occasion. And I believe when it appeared he was not, he was. The money changers, the Pharisees. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he reached out outside of himself to ask his three friends, Peter, James, and John, to hang in there with him. They fell asleep 2 times. That too, he was learning. No, it is something you do on your own. He prayed all night, and when he emerged, he was still and remained still. The challenge as the month of April ends is to honor your innate ability to rise still, rise calm, rise cool, rise collected. We can take a lesson from Maya, Peter, James, John, and Jesus. Don't listen to the fears of the outer, and in your mind, instead, listen to the still, small voice and rise. Rise still. Blessings.
Yes.
My moment today is simply to share that I'll be leaving a little earlier than I usually am. This is a weekend of celebrating lives that have transitioned for me. So, a very dear friend of mine who lived to 104. Her memorial services will be this afternoon in Jamaica. So I'll be leaving a little early to be on time for that. And then, of course, we know that tomorrow, Monday, will be the celebration of life of uh, Jane Christopher. And I expect that many who are listening, as well as those here who can, will be in attendance for that as well. And I will be there for that. And so we'll take a moment now to simply become still once more as we think of our own personal prayer requests and then our tithe and our offering. As we think, not only from our head but our heart, of this idea of rising. And of course, the ultimate rise is for my friend and our friend as they rise still into new life experience, life that is ongoing, never ending, clear, bright, energized. So all those who are on your heart today, or situations that speak to you, put them in the energy of this rise. See them and it from a position of still, being still, releasing worry, concern, separation. See oneness, calmness, peacefulness, stillness, as only the silence can bring. Just breathe that in and breathe it out. Our community right now, those present, those listening, one circle of energy, of stillness, rising still, quiet. Seeing all whole and complete. We breathe in and out into this space with a grateful heart, a thanksgiving. We say yes. We think of the gift that we would share with Unity in Harlem. And in our mind's eye, we see it and bless it as one dimension of our giving. Spirit has prompted each of us to give. And in that giving, we receive in multiple ways. We give thanks for the gift and for each and every one who supports Unity in Harlem. And we see your life blossoming because of your giving spirit. We share a prayer each week. And you will see the words on the screen. I will share them with you first, and then you will join me after. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it. And amen. Thank you, Anne. And now Tommie will come and sing the next song. Just a word, a moment. I used to use the word selection there. But I saw someplace song of inspiration. What a better way to put it. So all the time looking for better and more inspiring ways. So Tommie, song of inspiration.
Inspiration. I like that too. Yeah. Kind of covers everything. My prayer is that it does do just that for today. Inspire. From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to fly. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope It's the voice of peace. It's the voice of every human. From a distance, we all have enough, and no one is in need. And there are no guns, no bombs, no disease, no hungry mouths to feed. From a distance, we are instruments marching in a common band, playing songs of hope, playing songs of peace. They're the songs of everyone. God is watching us. God is watching us. God is watching us from within. From a distance, you look like my friend, even though we are at war. From a distance, I just cannot comprehend what all this fight is for. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the hope of hopes. It's the love of love. It is the heart of everyone. It's the hope of hopes. It's the love of love. It is the song of every man. God is watching us. God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. Oh, God is watching us. God is watching. God is watching us from within. Thank you. Thank you.
So I call myself bringing the program and I bring the song, you know. So now we do the prayer of protection. And after we do the prayer of protection, we will be doing the peace song. So let's stand for the prayer of protection. Our circle. The light of God surrounds. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Yes.
You're going to stand here and sing this with me, aren't you?
Stand here and do a video.
Yeah, please.
No problem, no problem. Yes,
You just
yes.
don't want me to do that by myself.
No. We would usually do the circle and hold the hands. You want to?
You can grab the mic. And you can just...
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. So everyone here and everyone at home, if you don't know it, just hum along. And if you know it, sing along. Because this is about peace. And we're calling for it. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be our joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yes, hallelujah. Share peace. Home here. Hug each other. Hug each other at home too. Yes, hug yourself. Hug yourself. Ooh, I like that.